Yeah, I was thinking, yeah, this like that medicine, yeah, that white medicine, mate, it's done so much damage to people. Look at the damage it's done to me. I mean, I was on that for years, and then from there, I went on to something heavier. That you smoke it, yeah, and loved it. It was good, girls round you, having a good time, and then it just takes over your body. It just takes over you. You've got no money, you're skint. You're trying to get money to survive. You don't eat no food. All you do is take that medicine. Drinking chocolate and that's it, 24/7. And then you go and sleep for a whole week or 4 or 5 days. Make out to people like you're very sick and this, that, and people looking at you and thinking, poor, and you walk down the road and that smell is on you, yeah. I remember, living in Kingston or living in Brentford in the docks there. And maybe I'd go out 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and think, oh, I can't be bothered to go home, I need something. You go and find something and go into my mum's house, knock my mum up at 3 o'clock in the morning. My poor old mum come down the stairs. I said, Mum, can I stay a night? She said, what are you on? You know what I mean? She said, I've smelt that smoke before because my cousin used to be on it, and what are you on it? I said, no, Mum, must be around people. It's on me, yeah? And my mum would smell it at night time, me in the bedroom taking it. How wrong am I? I mean, how wrong, And then when you got all this cash, and someone introduces you to this stuff, and you've been taking the other thing, the powder side of it, and everything's good, you're having a good time, and then you get a bit bored with it, and all of a sudden that comes along, and you get into that, and it's lovely, the birds come around, everyone's on your case. When you go to work, you don't go to work because you don't let people down. You're sleeping, On that thing, you'd be awake for 4 days and sleep for 7. Chocolate and drink, that's all it should take, and it drives you mad. I've been to some of my mates' houses, yeah, who are on that, yeah, and they're selling bits and pieces, and you walk into their house, you know. Obviously, they say who you are, come in. But you go in there, and now they've got it on their coffee tables. Big loads of it on their coffee tables, money, everything. And you think to myself, what's going on? A year, 2 years ago, mate, it'd be hard to find anything in your place. You'd have it hid everywhere. They'd never find it. Now, if they come in now, what are you going to do? Do you know what I mean? That's how lax you get when you're on that thing. It's mad. And the amount of people that are in this place behind me, right? I should imagine 75% or even more have been on this thing, that thing, or the pipe thing, and they've told everything to their women, their girlfriends, their mates, and that's how they get banged up. And they wonder how. And they think, oh, I ain't told no one, but they don't want to let you know that they've been on it, and they've been telling every Tom, Dick and Harry wrapped around them. That's how they get nicked. And so does everybody with them. It's crazy, man. It's mad. People should just leave that, push that aside, mate, because it doesn't do no good. All it does is make you spend plenty of money, make people rich. I mean, I was selling it myself for a long time. I had lots and lots of money, but I'm telling people now, being a bit of a hypocrite, but it ain't no good. I mean, it ain't no good, especially me taking it, and then I've done a big car phone warehouse to get money to survive on it. If the more money I get, so the more money I can buy and the more money I can enjoy my life. And that's what he was doing. You're doing bits of work, not for anything else. You got a flat, it's a nice flat, but after 2 or 3 months in that flat, the flat looks like a shithole because you're not bothered. All you're doing is smoking. You've got clothes everywhere, food everywhere. It goes, mate. It just goes, and you just become a complete mess. And I see a mate of mine 4 or 5 weeks ago. I went over the house, signed a book in front of him, and all that. And about 4 or 5 weeks later, they find him dead in his own place, naked. Yeah, shame. The guy was a nice guy, but when I went round to see him, I know he takes a little bit of the powder. I know that anyway, But when I went and see him, he started smoking something. I said, "What are you doing? Are you mad?" He went, "No, I like it." I went, "Mate," I went, "how can you like that, mate? Take it from me, it ain't no good. You know what I mean? Take it from me. I'm doing an IPP down to that shit. You know what I mean? And like everything, yeah. Do you know what? You're right, you know. I ain't taking all that. You go out the house, they go in the cupboard, put it up, bosh it up, light it. Yeah, I love this. You know, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, I'm found dead. It's a shame. It's a shame. You know, it's a shame. And, you know, and the thing is, you know, when you see people and you talk to people and, you know, you look at them and I think, you're on it. You're on it, mate. You've got to stop it. I don't want to say it to them, you know, but you say it to yourself, get off it, mate. You know what I mean? Get off it. It ain't no good. All my pals, people that I used to box with, fighters, you know, people go, nah, they weren't on drugs. But they were. But they were. Nah, he didn't say that. He didn't, but he was. He did. You know what I mean? He did. You can't tell him. No, mate, never. He likes to drink, but he never take that. Didn't he? Okay, whatever. But, you know, down the line, he dies of cancer, he dies of this, he dies of heart attack or whatever, and it's down to that shit. It's down to that, mate, you know. I don't think there's many of us left now. I was in the fight game, yeah, that if you don't keep yourself fit and well, mate, you're going to go. You're going to go. You will go. You know what I mean? You will go. You know, me, no, mate, I ain't having it. You know, I'd rather struggle in the gym, right? After an hour and a half, feel really good but knackered, come back to my place, have something to eat, lay on the bed, go to kit and wake up feeling, yes, strong, 100%, rather than go somewhere 3 days down the line, have a thing, come back feeling like a load of crap, have a sleep, get out of bed, don't even have a wash or nothing, go out and buy it all over again and feel like a bag of shit. No, that ain't for me, mate. I wouldn't ever, ever go back to anything like that. And, you know, and I hate it, man. I hate when I see people, when I see mates, when I see my pals on it, you know. It's all right when they go on that, start this for a little bit at a time. And it's the end of it, and it's the end when they got onto something else. Because it's all down to being, it's what people do. People introduce them to it. Have a bit of that, try that, like they did me. Introduced me to 2 pipes, and I was in Cloud Cuckoo Land, and that was the start of it, you know what I mean? You've got to stop all that. You've got to try and stop it. I know it's easy for me to get on here, on a video, and tell people, they're going, hey, don't talk shit, you're talking crap, yeah, nah, you got grassed up. Listen, you got grassed up because you got big mouth. That's why you get grassed up, telling everybody what you're doing, or when you don't realise what you're doing. And bang, 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 nice one.